Hello gang, and welcome to Displaying Model Behaviour, the Earth's mightiest video podcast. Feels like I haven't done that for a little while. It's day 2 of the New York Comic-Con 2025 recaps, and we got some doozies. A lot of things have been revealed in panels, which means we've got pictures of pictures, but it's enough to get the people going. Want to hear about them? Here it goes. Hasbro have shown off their Transformers Timelines, the new 2-pack, because just as I was saying that, I realized we did have the earlier ones, didn't we, with the steam trains that the bots turned into. Well, now we're going to a slightly different era, and we're getting Optimus Prime and Starscream in samurai Edo Japan type era guises, which is... it's kind of fun. I'm never going to really critique Transformers too much because it's like, it's not my bag. I love Transformers, but the actual figures, it's like asking a vegetarian to critique a nice steak dinner. You know, it might be like the creme de la creme, but it's just not your cup of tea. But at least with the innovation, the idea of making Transformers into samurai Edo Japanese type designs, yeah, that in itself is pretty wicked. So Transformers fans, let me know what you make of this. Over on Instagram, Britannia have some pictures of the Hasbro G.I. Joe setup, and they've got some of the figures that were just revealed on renders. Well, they're right there in person, and they look real good if that's your thing. With G.I. Joe, it wasn't so big in the UK, so outside of the main cast, my knowledge gets a little bit spotty, but I know that the basketball dude was a big one that people really wanted. And it looks like Hasbro were happy because they get to use their starting lineup figures again. I mean, it looks starting lineup-y. I mean, they did that with Gambit, which, the less said of that, the better. But at least this one seems like it's a bit more appropriate. He's wearing a shirt, so you don't have the horrible, ugly articulation on display. That might not be a bad thing. Honestly, the Mole Rat, I love, because it's just bright and colorful and gory and weird. Totally my cup of tea. And then we also got a look at the made-to-order Arctic Assault HISS tank, which is going to throw the cat amongst the pigeons a little bit, because of course the first one was a Haslab, now it's made-to-order. Are people going to be mumbling and grumbling about like, oh, you know, I thought this was going to be the only way to get a HISS tank and you're re-releasing it, but not exactly? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't get too up in arms, you know, it is what it is. Have I been broken by toy companies now? I don't know. Like, maybe we're at the stage where I don't even realize when I should be annoyed about stuff, and instead I'm just like, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? But maybe it's because I'm not a G.I. Joe collector. I mean, it looks fun. It's another version of the HISS tank. Maybe they're gonna scale it down a little bit so it's not as expensive. I don't know, but I'm excited to find out more information when they officially put it up for pre-order and release. Time will tell on that one. Also, just with the picture reveals from the G.I. Joe panel, we're getting a Crimson Guard female, also Crazy Legs. Is that because his parachute doesn't open? I don't know. And then Zap as well. Zap with a bazooka. Do you zap people with a bazooka? I just get that Bart Simpson bit from The Simpsons. Zap! Zap! And then also one that does actually look really cool is the Cobra La Royal Guard with the wings as well. That looks pretty badass. So again, good showing from the G.I. Joe team. Although nothing really new in person except for the snow HISS tank, which is again gonna get lips a flapping. What do you guys think about that? Folks, it's time to take a quick pause for the cause and tell you about this channel's sponsor, Legendsverse. And you know who Legendsverse are. They are your one-stop shop for all of your action figure collecting, cataloging, and correlating needs. No matter what you collect, whether it be Marvel Legends, Mafex, Storm Collectibles, Jada, Motu, WWE, Transformers, Mythic Legions, McFarlane, Mafex, Mezco, and a whole bunch of other ones as well. If you're into action figures, then this is a fantastic resource in which you can literally go back decades and see all the figures that have come out from all the different characters, all the different lines. You can catalog your own collection, see what it's worth, how much you've spent on it, and see which figures you need to get to complete whatever displays you have. It's free to look at everything on the site, and if you want to get the super package, you can pay a one-off membership, and then you can just catalog everything to your heart's desire. And if you click the link in the description below, you get a discount because you're one of the model behavior community. So yeah, Legendsverse universe, go check them out. McFarlane Toys had their huge big panel. We're going to get to that. But first of all, again, Preternia have some pictures of their Marvel Rivals statues. Now, my heart skipped a beat for a second when I saw McFarlane Marvel Rivals, but then instantly I realized, no, wait, of course. It's the statues, but it's still fun to see. And again, it's just more Marvel Rivals content that gets us closer to Marvel Rivals action figures. Blockies are kind of paving the way. We're pretty certain that Hasbro Marvel Legends are going to be doing theirs. And yeah, now if you don't like articulation, just like the Todd Father, get that articulation out of there, then you can just get them in very pretty looking statue form. Now we're going to go on to the rest of the McFarlane panel. Again, pictures from Preternia on Instagram and a bunch of statues first. I'll rattle these off quickly because, again, we got pictures of pictures, so not the most exciting to view. So for the Marvel statues, we got a classic Doctor Strange, we got the Lizard, another Spider-Man, a huge big Juggernaut who actually does look pretty amazing. And then also we got the old Cajun Gambit, who's going to go perfectly in that Jim Lee X-Men 1 cover. Then also we're getting Iceman, who we have seen before. We're getting a pretty badass looking Blade, a very stylized Rocket Raccoon. Is that Scotty Young artwork? I think it is. And then also Black Panther too. Rolling on. We're going to keep on rolling, baby. Then we've got the list, the pictures with the Marvel Rivals statues. So we're getting Captain America, we're getting Doctor Strange, Magneto, Thor, and of course, Jeff the Landshark, who I can't help but feel is going to be very popular because even in action figure form, he'd pretty much just be like a statue anyway. Then also we're getting Hulk, who's going to be a big boy, along with Venom, Iron Man, and of course, Spider-Man. Marvel Rivals continues to truck on, doing well. Then we're going to go over to what really matters, the action figures. So on the DC side of things, we're getting Green Lantern, iconic DC comic book page punchers, but these look like two-pack page punchers. Ultra articulated figure with comic book. Yeah, okay. So we're getting a pair of Green Lanterns. Who's that with Hal Jordan? Jessica Cruz. There you go. And also we're getting the Flashes as well. We're getting Jay Garrick and J. Barry Allen. Wait a minute. Is Barry Allen's first name Jay? All right, there you go. Dave's expanding his comic knowledge. Then we're getting, in the regular kind of figure line, we're getting Elongated Man. I need a pair of glasses, don't I? I should have moved the screen closer to me. We're also getting Black Hawk, then Professor Pig. At least I could read that one, just from sight. And then also Cosmic Boy. All right. You a cosmic boy or something? Bet you think you're pretty smart, don't you? Think you'd outsmart a bullet? That's... Where's that quote from? Okay, now this is the one that actually started getting my potatoes mashed. Classic Spawn. Now look, a big staple of my 90s action figure collecting history was being annoyed that all the Spawn figures were darker looking. They didn't have the red classic look on them. Todd was just making Spawn figures with the white going up there, and then just like darker, more muted colors. And I was like, oh, my kingdom for a classic, bright, early 90s superhero looking Spawn. This is what I wanted. This is how we do it. Really like the look of that. And then, of course, we're getting Savage Dragon as well. That's kind of cool to see. Eric Larson's famous creation there. And then Shadow Hawk also. So big reveals for early 90s Image comic fans. And also, just in picture form, we're getting Spartan from WildC.A.T.S, we're getting Witchblade as well. And also, we're getting Prophet too. Man, this just takes me back to reading Wizard magazine in the 90s. And honestly, it really does make me smile. Now, I don't know if this is the same Spawn or a completely different one that's like the super elite one, or if that was one that they showed, it was just a picture. Anyway, rambling too much. We are getting a super elite Spawn January of next year, so only a couple of months to wait. And I've been pretty skeptical about the super elites, but also, I was telling you, that was my big childhood missing figure, was the bright, colorful Spawn. So 4 different heads, the hands, the things. I mean, at least he's got actual chains as opposed to the garbage pre-made plastic chains that other ones come with. Is it going to be worth $60? Oh man, he's got a board with a nail in it. Okay, sold. Then also coming out winter this year, so not long to wait, we've got Superman from Superman and the Authority. We're getting the Flash Justice League New World Order. New World Order. Then Rocket Red, don't know him. La Fleas, nope, that's all new to me. Ice Gangbuster, and Black Condor. All right, look forward to those soon. Over in the Fallout line, getting some new Fallout figures. Hank McLean, Maximus, the Ghoul, Steph Harper, and also Cooper Howard. So the Ghoul in regular human form. Plus, we're getting some posed statues of Securitron, Deathclaw. The Deathclaw looks kind of fun. Lucy, Maximus, and of course, the Ghoul. Over in the Turtles Page Punchers side of things, we're getting more. These are the 2012 ones, aren't they? I'm pretty sure that they're the 2012. Winter this year, not long to wait. We'll have lots of pretty pictures, but we're getting Raphael, Michelangelo, and Bebop. More to come later on those. Over to Mondo's panel now, and well, I was talking earlier about doing some double takes. There were some serious double takes when I saw this. We got the real Ghostbusters first, 1/12 scale. Of course, we've seen a lot of these, and it's just kind of showing that they do look pretty awesome. But then a surprise was these Ultraman kaiju figures here. They're soft vinyl, so not like your typical normal action figures, but still kind of cool. It's Mondo, it's gonna be high end. But still, they look very, very pretty. That's just a lot of the things I'm going to be saying, especially like the X-ray looking one. Like, that's kind of cool, fun, and weird. I got time for it. Then over in the Motu side of things, more 1/12 scale figures. I feel for you. Hide your wallet, hide your bank account, hide your Apple Watch, hide anything that can take money out, because this is going to cost you. But what else are you going to spend your money on? Come on, food and rent? Get out of here. Tila looks like she's going to be amazing. It's just a picture, but we've seen what their 1/12 figures look like. Merman, similar, going to be 1/12. You look at Clawfall, like their monsters just look like so much fun. The He-Man line's going to crush it. Then we're going to go over to the animated Spider-Man line. We're going to get a 1/6 scale Lizard. Like I've said before with the animated figures, I feel too little butter spread over too much bread. 1/6 is too big for those, but that's just my aesthetic opinion. I did have people comment saying, actually, Dave, I really dig them. And if you do, then you might like the 1/12 scale Jean Grey as well. At least when I see this, wow, look at all the hair on that last one. That's big hair Jean right there. Got a lot of volume. Good on you, girl. What product do you use? Then this is the one that made me do a super double take. And that was Shredder right here. 1/6 scale, again, wallet safe, that's fine. But just look at the design. This might be the coolest design of Shredder I've seen for a while, because it's not overly busy, but it's super detailed, just looking badass. Like that's the Shredder that I always would have wanted as a kid in the 80s, as opposed to the goofy Uncle Phil Shredder that we had. But yeah, that just looks so wicked. Really love that. Lucky for me, it's only in 1/6 scale at the moment, wallet safe. And folks, that does it for the Day 2 recap of New York Comic Con. I can't help but feel we've probably had all the reveals now. As they used to say in pro wrestling, it's all over but the shouting. But you never know. We might get something else revealed before all is said and done. But it's been a fairly sort of chill kind of Comic Con. No sort of jaw-dropping reveals. Depending on your taste. Maybe Apocalypse was jaw-dropping. If it was, I'm happy for you. And gang, if you'd like to help support this channel, a thumbs up would be very much appreciated. And if you want to go a little bit crazy and you can get a Model Behaviour channel membership, well, that literally allows me to make the show. So all the little names going up by the side of me, guys, genuinely, honestly, and with my hand on my heart, both hands even, we're doubling down on that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And to everyone else, I appreciate you too. Have yourselves a great weekend. And until next time, keep displaying model behavior.
Coffee. Big time.